What's up guys and girls, we have another power breakdown video. If you want to see more, we did full breakdowns on Odin's insane abilities, Atreus' hidden powers, Thor's reality bending strength, and now Freya. I want to thank Edgar, Jev, Kev, and all the people who helped me get this information for all of these videos. Freya is stronger than you realize, having insane magic powers. Please give this video a thumbs up. YouTube really is leaning in on that like button, and you all have been doing an amazing job, and YouTube have been telling me, so please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Here are some of the people who got last video's trivia question correct. A lot of people got it wrong, but thank you for commenting anyways. This video's trivia question is, why did Kratos get the red tattoo we see on his body? Type your answers now, and at the end of the video, I'll reveal the answer. And if you get it right, you have a chance of being in tomorrow's video. Let's get right into it. Freya is extremely powerful and has a wide range of magic attacks. Here we have a whole list of crazy things she has done. Of course, like always, we'll be using the God of War lore, not the traditional myth. Let's start with the magic attacks that we didn't see in God of War 2018. The first one is that she has a mind hex. During the Aesir and Vanir War, she, her father, and her brother used devastating attacks against the Aesir. Freya fought the Aesir using a mind hex ability. She confused and forced the Aesir to fight one another by messing with their minds. This was mentioned in both the Lost Pages podcast before the game came out.
The Vanir used more subtle means of magic. Led by Freya's sister, Freya, their spells undermine the gods of Asgard at every turn. She used Sather magic to confuse their warriors into attacking one another, while Freya reversed his earlier enchantments to truly blight the lands of Asgard. Their father, Njord, channeled his anger into vicious winds that whipped across the sea, causing the Aesir's travel to last nearly twice as long.
As well as lore and legends after God of War 2018 came out. This is a power we would most likely see in God of War Ragnarok. The ability to have two allies fight against one another sounds like something she might do to Kratos and Atreus. I made a video about that, and I'll link it at the end of this one. The next ability she has that we didn't actually see in the game, but we know that she could do it, is the power of teleportation and invisibility. While trying to get his hammer back, Freya turned Thor invisible to sneak up on giants. Once Thor got his hammer back, he started going on a wild massacre. Freya, wanting no part of the destruction and death Thor was causing, she cast a spell to take herself and Thor out of the realm completely. Freya is so powerful, she can actually tear people out of realms at will.
Only thing that put a stop to it was Freya, who wanted no part of this massacre. She cast a powerful spell that hurtled them both out of Jotunheim with no means of return. Odin was livid, hoping that Thor's foothold in Jotunheim would become his own. And oh, would he ever revenge himself upon Freya?
She is so powerful, she can actually tear people out of realms at will, which is insane. Like I said in my Thor video, all of the realms exist on the world tree, and each branch stretches towards infinity. So Freya having the ability to teleport from one realm to go to another realm at will is actually insane to really think about, considering that the distance between each realm is infinity. So the fact that she can force people out of realms by casting a simple spell is insane to think about. And she also taught something similar to Odin, who cursed her by making her stay in Midgard and getting pulled out of the realm. Now, a little thing I want to note here. In the God of War novel, Kratos said to himself the force of which Freya was getting pulled back was one of the strongest things he has ever felt. And in the game, Amir noted that Freya is so much more powerful than Odin when it comes to magic. So this is actually insane. Odin's magic that Freya taught him is so strong, Kratos is the strongest thing he's ever felt, yet Freya is even more powerful than that. Also, I want to mention that we did see a little bit of her invisibility magic when she put a rune on Kratos and Atreus' neck to hide them from the gods as well. But next up, I want to mention her roots. Freya can somehow manipulate roots, and these roots are very powerful. In lore and legends, 1 year after the journey, Kratos and Atreus traveled to Freya's home to talk. However, roots she made sealed off the door. Kratos tried to chop down the vines, but the Leviathan axe actually just bounced off, which Atreus said was insanely powerful. The Leviathan axe was made to be Mjolnir's equal according to the God of War novel, so this is actually extremely impressive. Which gives me the vibes to Mimir's prison. Those vines are from the World Tree, and Mimir said no weapon could cut it. Freya's vines may be as strong as the World Tree's vines. Also, we can see her use these roots during the final fight with Baldur at the end of the game, and in that final fight, the roots actually managed to hold down Kratos and Baldur for a brief period of time. We all know how strong Kratos is, so this feat is actually insane. Speaking of the final fight, Freya can even summon monsters. These creatures that we saw at the end are called the Legion, as Atreus describes it in lore and legends, which are very similar to broods. And Freya summoned them to the battlefield, which means that she has an army at her disposal at will, being able to take enemies from other places and transfer them to herself, using them to attack her enemies. If we get a Freya boss fight, best believe she may use this ability to summon trolls to attack us. Now the last thing I want to talk about is her physical strength. In all of the God of War sources, there really isn't any mention of her being a physical fighter, but she may have a lot of physical attacks. She was of course the leader of the Valkyries and had Valkyrie wings. So she may be as strong as Sigrun, and we all know how powerful she was as a physical fighter. We also see Freya use a sword in the God of War Ragnarok trailer, so it's more than possible that she does have fighting capabilities on a physical level, and may be on par with Odin, since of course she was the leader of the Valkyries. But that is it for this breakdown. Thank you all for watching. Freya is going to be a powerful enemy, and she is one of the two main antagonists of the game. The answer to the trivia question is Kratos got his tattoo to remember Deimos, and the red mark was an honor to Deimos' scars. It seems Kratos never forgot his younger brother. Being unable to save him was one of his biggest regrets. That's my time. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Deuces.